Welcome to my new series. This is based on Watts Farm. Before we actually start it, we have a few words. You're going to have to listen to me for a few minutes. A new series, it will be explained as we go along. As I say, it's based on Watts Farm, and I've got a few thank yous. First of all, someone who don't think actually realised how much he helped. That's Jerry of Grizzly Bear Sims. He gave me the original idea when he started his Thornton Farms series of. Well worth a look, by the way. Full roleplay, doing very well on it. Next is Clint Watts for making this map. Thanks, Clint, and I hope you don't mind too much of the liberties I've taken with the map. I have done a few minor modifications, as you will have seen in the first video in this series, episode 0. Then I'm going to thank, let's get all these right. I'm going to start with Darren Cassell, who done a little bit of work on the map, but he don't want to talk about that, so I won't say too much more than that. But he also helped out with the sprayer. You will see the fertilizer sprayer. It's a mod which he remodded for me, and it's only for me. I can't let anybody else have it. I want to cut down in size, and I want it with non-crop destruction tires on, and he's done the job. Thank you, Darren, very much indeed. And last but by no means least is Disco. Disco's worked on one or two of these older bits of machinery to make them work a bit better. I can't remember exactly which ones he's worked on, but there's one or two had a few little errors, and he sorted them out for me. Thank you, Disco. Always watch Disco's videos, by the way. Well worth a watch, even though he is sounding very bunged up at the moment with his polyps in his nose. Right, with that, after the intro, we will start away. Alright, oh, and by the way, before we actually get to it properly, I just got to say, ignore or just suspend your disbelief. I'm meant to be a young man in this. I know it's hard to believe. Right, so with that, let's get on with it. Alright, here I am in America. I just left university about 9 months ago, and well, then I didn't do too bad. I got my degrees I was aiming for, political science. A lot of good that's going to do me. Not really interested in politics, but it seemed quite an easy course to get with some jobs at the end of it. Oh, sorry, I thought. And the other one was in film and stage management. I went to Durham University. I was born and brought up in Norfolk, England. I'm not going to say exactly where, because I don't want too many people to have to do this. Find out about me. How the hell do I get down from here? I'm going to have to just take a chance. Now, why am I in America? I hear you say. Right, well, when I left university, with, at the time, £40,000 worth of debt. I'm not certain how much that is in dollars for you, and I'm afraid I'm still showing the HUD in sterling. Ignore that. In fact, we will just change that now. I'm sorry to break the belief for one moment, but that's better. Alright, with £40,000 worth of debt, I'm now owed £50,000, and the bank stopped my lines of credit. Surprise, surprise. Well, I tried for some jobs in the political arena. I got a few interviews, but they're all for internships. Internships, or as I like to call it, slavery. In fact, you work for free for about 6-month contracts. Great if you've got plenty of money. 2 years a year and a half into my college course, my university course, my parents were involved in an accident with a hit-and-run driver, a drunk hit-and-run driver. Dad was killed outright at once. They were just walking home from the pub. Dad was killed outright at once, and Mum survived for a few weeks after. What seemed to be getting better than she had to know about her husband, about my father, and I'm afraid the shock done for her. And now I'm in America. I got an interview for a job on films. What I want to do. Perfect, I thought. Well, the guy who was doing that was a charlatan. There must be someone about it. I need to talk to someone and find some work. I came over here 2 weeks ahead of time. I borrowed up to what was then my maximum, which took me up to £50,000 in debt. So I can't place it into dollars. In fact, I'll finish the story off a bit later. There seemed to be an office here. It's going to be one moment. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well that didn't do me too much good. They got no work here. In fact, I think about lying people off. Everything's bad. But they did say, try Jebediah up the other end of the valley. His last farmhand walked out a while ago. A couple of weeks ago, I think they said. Well, my father was a farmer. I didn't want to go into farming personally, but I haven't got any choice. I think it's the only thing I've got to look at. Yes, and I was telling you the story. I came over, I found my own fear. Perhaps there's somewhere here that wants someone. I found my own fear to fly over to America. I come over 2 weeks ahead of time, and I decided to have a few weeks, or a couple of weeks, looking around parts of America. I flew into New York, then flew on to Boston, and had a look around New England. I had this idea of making a film about the Boston Tea Party. It's been done, but I thought I'd put a new angle on it. Being a Brit, it may just do something a bit different now. What have we got here? Is there anybody in here? No, it's all shut up. No one about. There's no people about in this place. Well, I went back to New York to see Hiram P. Stone the third. Oh, Hiram, alright. When he told you, oh yes, there's a job for you. You work for a year with no pay, just for experience. I flew riled. I walked out. And at that time I had about $1,000 on me. Well, that soon went. I got to work. I've been in this country now for 5 months. I had a 6-month work permit, temporary work permit, on the hopes of getting something more later. If I got this job, I could get a permanent work permit. I hoped. So I got about a month to try and get home. I got no money left. I was mugged in New York. Let's not beat about the bush. I was mugged. Police weren't a lot of help. It seems with the new perhaps there's someone here who could help. Excuse me one moment, I'll just go and talk in here. Oh yes, they're not hiring. Guy in there reckon his job's safe, but it's about all. Oh, hello, there's some fertilizer. Shall we try and end now? Closed. Oh dear. Is there anybody? Now a bakery. Process somewhere and get some food. I'll be back in a little while. I'm just going to get something to eat. And sell some eggs. Well, that's a bit better. I had some food. I'm now down to $100. Just under. Now I must get to the other end of the valley. But they do quite a nice meal in there. They're cheap too. Very recommended. I shall be eating there more often, I hope. I said the easiest way, they said, was the petrol station, or as they call it, gas station. What's it Churchill said? 2 countries divided by a common language. Not far wrong. But the petrol station, service station, gas station, or whatever you want to call it, said take this road, which we will. We'll walk up here and I'll explain a little bit more. Yes, I got mugged in New York. I had $150 tucked in my socks, which they didn't find, but the other $800 I had on me at the time, that all went. As did my camera. They didn't take me notepad for some reason, so I still got that. No, they said, when I see this sign, oh boy, that's filling me full of the joys of spring. Look at the name of the farm, and it looks very run down. That sign has got bullet holes in it. Oh dear. They said, go along the front of it, don't go through the farm. I said, Jeb, as they put it, was rather trigger happy. Do not go on his property. And they go past this area here, past this shed. See, it's got quite a few sheds here. Don't go up the dirt track, they said, because he also counts that as his property. And he will shoot first and ask questions afterwards. Oh boy, I am right fed up. I make no bones about it. I want to go home, but I've got nothing to go home to. So I suppose I might as well make my best here. Perhaps I can get a job and not bother with the niceties of registering for a work permit. Might as well get a job and probably could register for a work permit. But I don't think the authorities now are so keen on non-Americans. Which I most undoubtedly am. Now this is what they said, the windmill, and there's a house at the back here. And this is where I want to go now. Let's hope he doesn't shoot me. Oh, it looks like he's got a bobber too. Look at that for a truck. Black. Oh. Black trick wheels, big engine. Oh boy. Alright. Let's go and see. I will be back in a little while. Well, that took a bit longer than I thought, but I have a job. I'm being paid piecemeal. As I do work, I'm being paid for it. So it's up to me now to do what I can. He said there's a place. He wouldn't come into the yard with me. He wouldn't show me around. He seems a miserable blighter. Go for it and you see some of the equipment. Good grief, look at this equipment. God, dead. Talk about out with the ark. God, Dad had got rid of this stuff 50 years ago. Well, his dad got rid of most of this stuff. Oh, Dad, look at it. Oh, I hate to think what the tractors are like. I will have a look round here. Oh no, I ain't got to use that. I have heard about these. That's slow. That looks a bit more modern. Just a shade more modern, but even so, well, for a country who don't like foreign, he's got some Russian stuff in there, I see. And he said I've got to go and collect the eggs too as I go past. Oh, look at this. Oh, well, I'm not going to get any shelter in these vehicles. And this is safe. Oh, dear. Farmer, do you not expect to use this stuff? Oh, we have one with a cover on and narrow wheels. He said I might have to change the wheels over to the proper work ones. Oh, John dear. Twin cylinders for the win. Oh, these look a bit more modern. Right, he said he needs me just to have a look at the see if there's any eggs. And he says he knows roughly how much they lay each day, and if I don't collect the number he thinks they should be laying, he will dock it from my pay, which isn't that great, but at least I have a roof over my head. He says, I haven't seen it yet. Yes, well, so chickens, I can't see a rooster anywhere. Oh, he must be about somewhere. He told me roughly how many eggs to find. I should be finding another one, and I can't find it. I shall have to look for it in the morning. I am getting tired now. I've been walking for weeks. That's 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago I got mugged. I've been eating absolutely nothing since. I mean nothing. And he said stay away from the farm office. But I'm going to sneak a peek. Ah, there's a young lady in there. I wonder if it's his daughter. Mind you, I can't imagine anybody. What the hell is this? I can't imagine anybody actually marrying him. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be murder trying to learn my way around this. Oh, there's a bag of seed in there. Well, he's got something. Oh, and he also warned me about shutting doors. I better just shut up all the doors as we go. Let's see what we've got around here. That's a plough. Good grief, I'd be better off with a spade. A cultivator. Oh, God. Oh, please tell me I'm seeing things. What the? Yeah, I'm speechless. Oh, this looks quite modern. A mix feeder. Oh, what we've got there? Trailer. Not exactly the biggest trailer in the world. Oh, a forage harvester. Well, we've got someone who can run that, because I know they take a bit of power. The cows. We'll have a look around the cows. He said there is other areas, like the old pig farm, which you don't use. All the sheep, he's cattle only now. Oh, this must be the old pig farm. Could always bed down there if it was come to worst. He said I've got all the conveniences with where he's left me. Oh, the water trough. Oh, have a look in there. Yeah, there's water in there. He's got some quite modern silos. Milk pickup point. And there's the cattle. Alright, let's find this bed for the night. Now he said that some barn, some lean-to a head office. Yeah, that must be these. And next to it is an old shed. That. Oh, he's got to be joking. I'm not sleeping in there. Oh, boy. Oh, and he said he'd bed, but in all modern conveniences. Look at it, a thunderbox. Oh. And that means I'm going to have to empty that out every so often, dig a hole and bury the contents. Oh. I thought I'd landed on my feet. God, this is terrible. I'm going to have to get down and cut the grass round here. I'm going to go in and out of this very often. Well, that for later. Now, he said he has some stuff in stock. And I've got to keep, for a start, I've got to keep the animals clean. Go and cut grass when I can to fill up his silage fermenter. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, this almost empty. Oh boy. Any spare bales will go in there to sell. The sheep pen. Now I like sheep. I want to persuade him to get some. Doubt it. He doesn't seem the type you can persuade. Let's have a look at it. Oh, look, there's a little pond in the centre of it. Drown a sheep today, folks. Well, I suppose I better get on. Oh, he said there's fuel on the farm, and here it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, and the toolbox. Oh, I better put that under cover. Because if I leave that out there, that's only going to get... It's only going to get pinched. Mind you, with the fact he's that trigger happy, he did say, do you want to take a gun, would you? And he had an arsenal in there. Including some which I don't think is legal anywhere in Europe to own, an AK-47, I think he said it was. I'd be better off bedding down in here, you know. No, when it's open to the elements this side. Alright, let's get a... I think we'd better just clean the kettle out before we go to bed. Before I turn in, I'm going to turn in fairly soon. Oh, wrong one. This is the one with the front load here. At least I know how to drive tractors. Well, we take this front weight off. It should be alright to leave out here, I hope. They had some rain on the way here, and it looks like they've got what they call wet fields here, so they can't do much. But it looks like it's going to be a nice period here. We're going to have a nice summer. But I don't know if I'm going to have a very nice summer. Alright, let's get down with my first job. And I should earn at least $10 for doing this. I must learn how to use the local currency. I'll be quite used to it the time I've been here, but trouble is I don't start paying off some of my bank loan, not my student loan. I don't have to pay that until I get to 21,000 a year, pounds it is. Don't ask me to convert it to dollars. There are limits to how clever I actually am. Oh, we'll tip it back in, I suppose, if I take it. If not, we'll shove it in for the silage. I might have a little drive round and we'll have a look and see what I'll land myself into. Oops. We've gone too far. That's not going to please him. And I also managed to get the tractor stuck. Oh, we're off. I wonder if I can get in there and clean it up properly. I better do that because I'm not being paid enough to lose any money. I wonder why they had that funny look when they were saying about Jeb, as I'm going to call him. I don't think we can get in here. Look at the doors. The gate's locked, is it? Yeah. Scavenger. Double check. There's definitely no way in here. I'm going to drive around the outside and see if there is a way in. Clean that barn up. I'm not going to hold my breath up in anticipation of finding somewhere. He also wants me to service all the machinery. Doesn't want a lot, I have to say. I think I was better off with a job I wasn't being paid for. And this is going to want some juice in it too, so I better fill this up. Let's see if there's a way in here. No, so that will have to stay where it is. I can't move it. I'll have a go and try and free that gate off. I think I'll do that another day, but at the moment I think I better just go and fill this thing up and get to bed. I'm not allowed up to the house, by the way. There is a small wood stove in that shed. I did manage to get, and a palliasse. For you ask, a palliasse is basically a sack filled with straw, and that's what you sleep on. Very, very rich sleep. Oh, that's refilled. I'm going to have to keep an eye too on that. And when that comes to wanting to be refilled, I'm going to have to go and ask him for money. I'm not looking forward to it, I'll tell you. No, he said there's water around here somewhere, and it's from their own well, so it doesn't cost, and that's where I've got to get the water from. Let's have a look at it. Oh, it's easy enough to use. I don't know, it's in German, this one. I think it's don't drink it. I think it roughly says so. Valve on the side. Oh, there's a little tap too. And excess drains back down here. Oh, and so I'm not certain what we're going to be doing tomorrow. He will tell me. No doubt, I don't. Let's go down here and have a quick look around there. He's told me what fields he's got. This is one of them. We will have a quick look around his fields. It looks good enough. Oh my word. When you take a look at this one. Oh, I bet this is fun work, and I'm not surprised his last guy left. Oh, that for a slope. Got soy in it. Few bits missed, but I think that's because you can hardly stand up on this slope. That's for climbing. That's actually easier to climb the rocks up to get here. There's a few neighbours around who are also farming, and he's going to hire me out to some of those if I haven't got anything else to do. Gee, thanks, Jeb. Oh, this ain't got too bad a turn of speed. Oh, I'll give him that. And it's got the end here, and he said there's another field of his here. Oh yeah, this one looks to be doing quite well. I ain't gonna bother with the brake on. They ain't gonna run away from me. Some rape. Oh, canola. I should get used to calling it now. I'm out of Britain. Well, it looks a small, compact little place, but it looks dead on its feet. So I haven't found the other way in. There must be another way in. It has to be. Potatoes, I recognise those without really looking. Just a thought. I hope he's got a harvester. I don't fancy digging those up by hand. There's two more as fields. I think he said there's maize and this one was he put it corn. I'm going to have to get used to corn by the different names. There's wheat. Yeah, wheat. Got fairly good crops there. But, oh, and it's also got a whole lot of stuff to sell before harvest. So it looks like I'm going to be busy. I'm going to have to convert that trailer to its biggest size. It's got different bodies for it. I'm going to have to change the body over. Cut grass, from the silage. Oh dear. Get some hay. Right, I'll leave the forks on here for now. And I think we will go and walk home, finding out what we've got to eat. He said there's some supplies in there. I bet there's rat, I should imagine. Well, at least the roof seems sound. At least I haven't messed up again. Well, I've got to get rid of that. Oh, he's not going to be happy if he sees that. I think that's my job tomorrow, is to get away through there. With that, I'm going to say cheerio. Right, that's the first episode. I'm going to do on a lot of these, a prologue and epilogue. Oh, this is the epilogue. I want to say, that's my normal wind down bit. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you want to see more of this series, don't forget to subscribe. Also, we'll take a look at some of the people I mentioned at the start of this. That's Grizzly Bear Sims' channel and Disco's channel. And say hi to both of them. Disco most probably won't recognise me. Not when he's so stuffed up. Grizzly's on holiday at the moment, so if you join his channel at the moment and post stuff, you may not get a reply just at the moment. He can't remember if it's his or his wife's birthday trip. Anyway, he's away for the moment. That's all. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, or even work you'd like to see done using the equipment we've got here and the small amount of mods I've got for this map, feel free to post and I will have a go, even logging if anybody actually wants it. But I'm not looking forward to that, I'll tell you. So with that, it's me, and cheerio for now. Cheerio.